You're listening to the Metal Experience. Only on Slam Internet Radio.
That's right, you just heard Condemn the Hive by Lamb of God in Chapter 4 and Avenged Sevenfold. And this is the Metal Experience, and a little bit new, but I'm doing the introduction tonight because Lugo's not here. Got a little caught up with work tonight, and I give him a personal day, a well-deserved, needed personal day. So, it won't be as funny as him, and I can't guarantee that the antics won't be there, so we'll see what happens. I mean, maybe Dave can pull something that Lugo says out of his ass, who knows.
Poop and fart jokes, it's all he's good for.
I mean, yeah, he's got something good to say here and there, depending on what's going on. Usually he's just kind of like poop and fart jokes, thought, all day long, so whatever. We'll see how this goes. But you guys are in for a treat because District 22 is back with us. They were the first band that, when the show was called A Piece of Metal, had on, and they have come back after a year and a half. I was wondering where they went, but they're here. So who's all here tonight? I know one face looks familiar. The other one's, well, somebody was lazy last time smoking weed and playing video games, but whatever, we'll forgive you.
Work.
But go ahead, introduce yourselves and what you guys do in the band.
I am Dan Merchants. I am the bass player. And the most generic person. in
With
the
such
bass
enthusiasm, I'm Dan. I'm the bass player.
band. You want me to be inaudible, man?
Yes. Do what bass guitars do best.
I mean, I've been reading lately on people's posts that the bass players have slowly, less and less, been the ones to get laid. So, I mean, maybe you should talk more.
I think we could probably vouch for that.
My name's Vinny. I play the drums.
Are you winking at me? What was that?
Vinny.
The guy played drums, yeah, nod the head, wink.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm the drummer.
Impressed, I guess.
All right. Well, I mean, I don't know if I can give myself an introduction after these two glorious ones, but my name's Ed, and I play lead guitar. And this man to my right.
Yeah, my name is Andrew. I'm the singer / songwriter. And that's...
There we go.
Yeah, that's...
Who are we missing? Who's not here tonight?
No, that's it. We're all here.
I'm just making sure, because if somebody else missed, I can yell at them
No,
next time to
fuck
be
them.
like... So what's been going on? What changes have you guys made in the last year and a half? I mean, I didn't hear about you guys for a while. I was wondering if you had broken up. So
No, we had to take some personal time. Our rhythm guitarist and our original bass player both decided that it was in their best interest to go a separate way musically. They've actually just started up their own project called Third Vibration.
Yeah, check them out on Facebook.
Check them out on Facebook. It's actually it's a pretty good mixture of different genres. Their music. I was overwhelmingly impressed actually.
Yes.
By the quality of stuff that they're turning out very early on in their musical endeavor. So.
how long have they been around?
We've been around about 2 years. They started getting together maybe 4 or 5 months ago, I think.
They just came out with an EP. So
Yeah, they just came out with a single. So, but yeah, so I mean, we took some time, and then we found Dan to start doing some bass stuff for us, and I decided to strap on a guitar and a dildo, but mostly a guitar.
Not surprisingly.
Yeah. So
I mean, if Guar can do it.
yeah, I mean, it gave us.
Yeah, I don't know about that. But
It gave us an opportunity to go in a little bit of a different direction, you know what I mean? So, I mean, you guys will hear later. We've got a couple of different songs lined up for you guys, but yeah, it gave us the opportunity to start doing a little bit more of some musical experimentation and some sexual experimentation too.
oh, yeah.
So
Tons of it.
Speak for yourself there, Lindbergh.
fuck off. So I mean, yeah, that's we started getting around a little bit more. Like once we took time off to write some new stuff and to teach Dan the parts and to get our act together musically. And I mean, since then we've kind of come back onto the scene a little bit. We played with Janice in May. We opened for them.
Was that at Mojo's?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was at
Yes.
Mojo's.
That was a great
what
show.
else? Yeah, what else
They
did
put
we
on
do?
an
Played
awesome
with
show.
Skinwalker twice. twice.
We played with Skinwalker, yeah, twice. The first time though was not so hot. I don't know what was going on. Well, it was like
Yeah.
2:00 in the morning when we started playing,
Right.
so that was
and
not.
it was a bar in the middle of fuck
Where-
off Wisconsin.
I wasn't.
And
It was
Or
Indiana.
See, there you go. That's I can't even remember.
That's an awesome bar. I go there all the time. You leave that bar alone.
Oh, the bar is great, but playing a show at 2 a.m.
I had to sit in a car for like fucking 5 hours.
Oh yeah, they wouldn't let Vinny in because he was
This is
This
underage.
is the
Age.
second thing until I got there. So it was like I get
Wait,
there like,
why?
oh, yeah.
Because
Because he
Vinny's not
wasn't
21,
21.
so they were like, you got to sit out in the car until you go on
Well,
stage.
No, but the best part was at first they said he could stay in, and then the lady freaked out and said he couldn't stay in. So we were talking to the guy at the door, and he's like, well, I'm going to try to see if we can put you guys first instead. And something happened, and one band needed some other band stuff, so we had to play last. So he sat out in a parking lot for a good 5.5 hours.
I mean,
Yeah.
did they smuggle you out booze at least to drink in the
I
parking lot and
couldn't
be
do shit.
depressed?
I slept.
No, there was a case of beer in the back seat. I think he forgets
So you
that.
drank yourself into oblivion, passed out, and then played.
That probably explains why that show was so
And
Yeah,
fat.
that wasn't on me, but
Yeah.
this motherfucker's guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were
That
having a
was
lot
one
of
those.
technical
Technical
It was just a
issues.
bad
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was in Indiana. We
But
had
it was
fucking
good.
stage.
It was good because we had a show exactly a week later, and it was good because it was like the first show that we did back, I think, or like one of the first shows that we did back, and it was like, well, if we did this bad, we can only do better from here. You know?
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. Like that's never gonna
yeah,
happen.
Well, we're
and then
just
the
a little
next
bit
week-
rusty, guys.
Yeah,
Right.
and then
And
the
the
next week was
cobwebs
just fucking unbelievably good. We had
Yeah.
a great show the next week, so I mean, it reinstilled some confidence in me,
Yeah, definitely. 'cause
well-deserved confidence.
Andrew was on the brink of suicide.
Was it
I was. I was sitting in a
Personal-
dark room crying, and it was bad.
personally for you guys? Did you feel that you did bad? Or I mean, were
Oh,
the
yeah.
responses from
Well,
people
okay.
good?
Well, first of all, Andrew always thinks he does bad.
No, fuck off.
No, you do. You do.
No, I'm realistic. Okay, you
No,
guys are
no,
just.
I'm just not.
Dave, you might want to put fight music on hold.
Alright.
I mean, this is 2 hours with these guys, and already tension's building. So
It'll be like, it'll be like Cable Guy.
Yeah.
Start singing the fight music. Da, 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 da. Yeah, it'll be awesome.
Yeah, I don't know though. It was just like a lot of random things. Like we were still kind of rusty, and it was also like just a random bar, so there was no mic systems or anything like that. Vinny didn't get to play on his drum set, so he wasn't, comfortable. My guitar, there's as crazy as this sounds, there's a D battery in there,
And it decided
and the battery decided to die. So then we couldn't get the back off that. So then I started using Andrew's guitar, and then in the middle of the song, the string like snapped off the nut lock at the top and like went on the side of the guitar.
It was just a good example of Murphy's Law. Everything that went wrong did
Yeah.
go wrong with that one. So I
Part of
mean,
my bridge fell apart too during the last
And then
song.
some kid let me use his like super nice like $1,000 guitar.
and then you were afraid to touch it and
Well,
play it.
kind of. But we're in the middle of a song, and I'm like doing a solo, and I have to like slide up, and I realize that there's like 2 less frets on it. So I'm just like sitting there, just like mind fucked.
Two
like,
less frets. Who makes a guitar with 2 less
apparently
frets?
Schecter.
That asshole.
Yeah.
What?
Sir.
yeah.
Just like forgot to put them on, or
No, like I've seen a lot of Schecters and
Someone
a
was
couple
lazy.
Jacksons, but I don't know
Someone
why
wanted
you
to
would
get
only
out
want
early
22
on
frets.
Friday.
oh my god.
So that was it's just. a
You're just like,
disaster.
wait, it's supposed to go higher.
Right.
Then
Yeah.
you're looking confused.
Yeah, I like looked around. I was like, oh god, I don't know what to
Did
do.
I
right
drop
now.
them? No. Okay, so did you guys end up keeping all the songs that you had before, or did you?
No, a lot
completely-
of because it was hard because like a lot of those things were written with the idea that you wouldn't have to sing and play at the same time, you know. So when I stepped in and started doing rhythm guitar, I quickly realized that it was impossible for me to play and sing those songs as they were written, and then to sit and rewrite them was just kind of a waste of time. Like, why not just write something new, something a little bit
And
fresher?
it was a completely different sound.
Yeah.
I don't really necessarily know how to explain it, but
Yeah.
it was just kind of, I don't know if the word, maybe a little more artsy. Like it was more a lot of theory and like thought out and intricate things, and like that's great. But then we kind of decided that it's like, okay, well, we kind of want to go in the direction of like heavier music, structuring songs certain ways. There doesn't have to necessarily be 12 different sections to a song.
Yeah.
Although sometimes that's great, but sometimes
Yeah.
it's nice to go back to something once in a while.
Well, from where you guys were when you were your old lineup, I mean, what were your influences then compared to like new members now, like, sound-wise?
Well, I think we still have a lot of the same influences. You know, the core of the band is still the same. We still have 3 out of the 5
Right.
original members. You know what I mean? So there's that. But I don't think really. I mean, Dan, what are your influences?
Literally, that's how me and Ed started talking
Yeah.
at work when we met. Just, dude, did you hear All That Remains' new album? dude, are you listening to Sevenfold? Nice.
Yeah, and-
like humming guitar riffs to each other and like breakdowns and
in a
stuff.
completely platonic way.
Yeah, giving each other flowers. And
Oh yeah.
In the back of Panera.
A lot of nonchalant ass
There's a lot of blushing and
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's a big part of it was, Dan and I have the same influences, and Vinny is the same way. Vinny and I, that's been like our main thing since we like met, is like we had such a similar taste in music. And Andrew necessarily wasn't into heavy music, but he's definitely come around so much more. Now he actually loves
Yeah.
it.
I think we just got like a better grasp on our
Right, and
influences,
right,
you know,
the
able
same
to,
thing.
like,
We all kind
pick
of
different parts that we got out of what they were doing,
Right.
and able to put our own.
We look at it more
you
from
know,
a musical
twist on it.
standpoint, like, oh, I like what they're doing there. Let's try to figure it out and make up something like that. Like, I think it just comes with all of us kind of just growing as musicians.
Then what about you, Andrew? They said you got different influences than them.
yeah. I mean, I don't. Fuck.
It's
I don't know.
hard. You
Yeah,
can
I
talk
do
good
listen.
about
I
yourself
listen
for
to a
minute.
wide array of different musical styles. You know what I mean? So
As a vocalist, what?
as a
Is your
vocalist,
influence?
I think that a lot of my influences are. Oh, see, that's fucking complicated. I think a majority of my vocal influence comes from M Shadows, but like us, like Disturbed, along the lines of like heavy but still very very melodic. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Kurt Cobain is one of them. Yeah, I know, random, right? No, I don't know. It's just there's that, but then like also I went to college for music and I took vocal lessons all through high school, and so like I have a different approach to singing than some people normally would when they just are like, I want to be a singer and I have an
Right.
ear, so I go and sing. Like I learned different ways to sing in different styles, So
Isn't
it's-
that weird? Like,
Yeah.
me personally, as a metal singer, it's like I could do that, but then I've also been taught to do like Broadway.
Yeah.
So it's very weird because sometimes you're thinking, what kind of voice am I using for this?
Right.
It's
Right,
very
yeah,
weird hearing
no, we
yourself
were
with a
just-
different array of voices.
We were just in the studio yesterday recording, and I was really thinking about how I wanted to record it, like what vocal approach I wanted to take to it. I think that the way that it turned out was the best way it possibly could have. at the
And,
time,
and a lot of that
so.
goes to Marion, too. He did,
Yeah.
our buddy
Studio
Marion.
2020?
Yeah, Studio 2020. It's literally like, what, 10 minutes away from here?
Not even.
Yeah, not even. He did a great job. He had a lot of ideas, throwing ideas out there. He was pushing us, especially Andrew, like,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
come on, just try this. Do it again. Do this for me. Do this. And it always helps to have somebody like that, because we've recorded at other places before, and it's like, it's good. You get what you want, but at the same time, you kind of need somebody there to,
Another
light the
perspective,
fire under
you
your
know.
ass if you're slacking.
So you guys are
True that.
recording in the city right now. How long have you been working on the CD that you guys are?
Well, no, we were just recording the one song. We do not have enough money to
Yeah.
record a whole album as it is now. But I mean, if we got back in there, I'm not sure that we have enough songs at this point to have an entire
We
album.
would have a good EP if
We-
we,
yeah.
yeah.
But I mean, to have
I
like an
guess.
actual album, you probably need, what, about 2, maybe 3 more?
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're getting there.
When
Yeah,
Orion
slowly but
9
surely.
came on a couple weeks ago, they made a good point that we thought was interesting was they thought that maybe EPs were better because you keep releasing things and like people can get familiar with the 3 or 4 songs you put out
Mhm.
there, and then you can release another one a couple months later, and then it's like it's not you're learning 12 songs. You know,
Right.
you're kind
No,
of
I
just
can
like
agree with
going
that.
along
Yeah.
as
Right, I hadn't necessarily thought of it that way from the perspective of like playing it, you know what I mean? Because we haven't gotten to that point where we're recording, multiple tracks, but I could definitely see where they're coming from on that. Instead of just throwing them all at them at once, you can kind of spend more time writing the music and dedicating yourself to making sure it's great, and then B,
you look very confused.
Yeah.
Andrew.
Something
Right.
just happened in my headphones, and I thought that the apocalypse happened or something.
It's
not just something
nothing
yet,
happened to
dude.
mine. Are you hearing things?
yeah, right.
No, it's just I don't know. The sound's like cut out or something. I don't know. Fuck. I'm sorry, guys.
Ah,
Okay,
no,
it's
it's all right.
okay. I
It's all
thought-
right. I only completely lost my train of thought.
Thanks, asshole.
I'm just in general, though. I mean, I kind of like that idea, but at the same time, like Andrew said, we're all pretty broke, so it's difficult to really record a song. I mean, you can find a friend with Pro Tools and some microphones, but
Right.
you're not going to get professional, recording studio quality.
Well, how many songs do you guys have right now?
I think we have
7.
total.
Yeah.
No.
We have 6 in our set.
Yeah. 6 in the sound. We took out Leviathan.
Yeah.
I guess we have 7.
and then there's one in the works now.
Yeah, so we got things on back burners, and we have ideas that we came up with, that we just keep around, but we haven't really done anything with. I don't know, like a lot of it is like whatever we're feeling personally, whatever I'm feeling when I sit down to write something. But I don't even know where the hell I'm going with this, so I should probably just stop.
Is there a theme to the lyrics that you write, or is it just whatever?
Each song in its own, I'd say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
each song typically has its own sort of theme. Like there's like one of the songs that you'll hear later is strictly about having gratuitous sex. But
Yeah.
I don't even know what
But
happened
it's
with that.
it's in a classy way.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
tasteful, I guess.
Andrew sends us the lyrics, and we're like, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm all
I don't know
down
how
for
you're
it.
gonna
And then
pull
he
that one
sings
off.
it while we're playing it. I'm like, all right, that works. Like, go
Yeah.
for it.
But yeah, I mean, each individual song. Like I think that what I like to do when I write is to each song should have a common thread. All of our songs should sound like they're our songs, but at the same time try to sound as different as you possibly. So you don't end up sounding, like Metallica, where everything's in E minor and only has 4
Yeah.
chords. So I mean,
Well, you guys came today with 2 songs. One's older, one's
Yes.
brand new that we're going to hear for the first time. So we're going to start with the older song. What is that one called?
Stay here.
stay
Yeah.
here.
Stay Here. All right. And we'll talk about that after we hear it. So stay here.
listening to the Metal Experience. Only on Slam Internet Radio.
And we just heard Stay Here, District 22. So what was that song about, Andrew? I heard some
Yeah.
explicit lyrics, I think.
Yeah, no, it's pretty sexy. I think that's really it's really just about having sex. I don't know. I was drinking over at Dan's house,
Oh, yeah.
and
Pulling his hair?
no.
Taking his
No,
nails in my
I was
skin.
sitting over at Dan's house, and
She's
I
like,
just
I'm gonna make a nasty.
I really
I
thought
just
that
wanted to
nice
write,
drink
like,
had
the
rohypnol
like,
in it.
a very clever set of not clever, but like I just wanted to write a set of lyrics that were really just about having sex, because it's an area of a message that I've never really explored in music.
Yeah,
per se.
right.
So
He is a wizard.
Yeah. Oh, fuck off. No.
No,
so
I'm the wizard.
yeah, Dan's the wizard. So I sat down and started writing this, and after I wrote the first verse, I was like, I'm onto something here. This is gold.
He's like, wait a minute, let me turn on some porn.
Yeah.
Get inspired.
So I
He was
stayed
at Dan's
up.
house.
Yeah.
He didn't need any.
I stayed up for a
He just
few
told me
hours.
to turn on a TV show. I look at him 20 minutes later, and he's like, just smiling. Hey, you should read this.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you're
so-
like, awkward.
Yeah, right.
Why did you
It's
write
like,
this
so
with me
should I
sitting
sit
here?
next to you now?
Oh, no, I knew he was staring at my ass. It's good.
What ass?
Yeah,
Oh.
exactly. Thanks, Ed.
I got your back.
Fist bump.
All night long.
I mean, I've already
All right,
noticed
Lionel
you guys
Richie.
pick on Vinny a little bit, being the baby in the band.
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing
It's got-
Oh,
personal.
you can't take my chair. It's got cushion. Go sit over there, bitch.
He should know.
Okay.
He should know.
It's like, oh my god.
He had shotgun the whole way here, so
Yeah.
he can fucking suck one.
Yeah.
For all I care.
He knows we only do it because it's fun.
Yeah, but
We
they
don't
fucked
really
without
mean-
me, so it's okay.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Debatable.
So did you record?
What's that?
Did you
Nothing,
record Stay Here at the studio that you recorded?
We recorded at the old Chocolate Factory space in the Auto Sanctuary.
It's
with,
where it's pretty much like an old abandoned Hershey's chocolate plant that.
I think I remember stories
Yeah,
about
the
this.
guy.
rooms for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, right.
it
It's
was-
soundproof rooms.
It
I
looked like
mean,
Gotham City.
Yeah,
you know?
it
It was pretty
awesome.
cool though. I mean,
But it was in the middle of the West Side. So.
Marion mastered that track too. He came to that studio to help us.
Yeah,
it wasn't-
It's mastered by the same person, but it's not recorded in the same space.
Yeah.
Right.
So I mean, the other one that you'll hear later, that'll sound a little more
We stepped it up.
professional.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we are very professional.
If you couldn't tell.
I'm wearing a suit and tie right now.
Yes.
I mean, you came looking professional. I met Dan, and he's wearing a hoodie saying
Smoke meth, hell, Satan.
Yes.
All day.
"Smoke
Upside down
I'll
crucifix.
say it.
meth, hail Satan" with
How-
an
how-
upside down cross on it.
How are you wearing a hoodie right now?
That's
It's like
what I
a
said when I saw him. I was
Took
like,
it
you
off.
realize it's like
Yeah.
90
Do you
degrees
see him?
out.
He's like 110 pounds soaking wet.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, pretty much.
Why you want to trade?
Nah, I'm
You don't
straight.
want to wear Dave's clothes.
I really don't think I want to.
No, I'll just take the weight. You can work off mine.
Nah,
Nah.
I'm very happy with
I don't know how
having
that
to do
worked,
no
Dave.
work whatsoever.
Magic, Morgan.
That's kind of odd.
But here's a good
You gotta
thing, Dan.
believe.
If you put on some more weight, though, you will actually have an ass to sit down on.
And that way Andrew can stare at it.
Yeah.
There you
And
go.
that way I can write really good sex lyrics.
And he can stop looking at mine all the time.
Oh, God.
It's admiration. It's like, I want an ass like that.
I know, Dan. It's
Oh,
okay.
It's just got very awkward.
How did we get on this topic?
Why are we talking
Oh,
about
we'll
Because
get
we
off
just
it.
played
We'll get off
sex.
it. So let's
nothing
talk a little bit about this awesome upcoming show, which is the reason why you guys came on the show.
Yes.
Well, you go ahead and say it, because I'm not going to announce it for you.
I'll give you the honors, Ed.
All right.
What about Vinny? What about Vinny?
No,
No, fuck that,
he
man.
can chime in. He's like my hype man.
Oh,
Pretty much
I
September.
was.
No, September 16th at the Rave in Milwaukee,
It's a
Wisconsin.
Sunday.
Yes.
are
it
you
is.
selling tickets?
We're sold out. but
Yeah,
they're
we're
online.
sold out,
Okay.
but you can still buy them online. They're not sold out, but we're opening up for Hot Water Music, The Gaslight Anthem, and Rise Against. Tickets
Boom.
online are, I think,
There it is.
like $40, $45, I think. So
Boom.
if
I was
you-
gonna say that actually sounded pretty cool, but the price isn't right. At least not for me.
Dave.
No, I understand
Whoa.
completely. If I wasn't getting in free, I probably wouldn't afford to be there.
Did you say tickets
Oh,
were
yeah,
$45?
Yeah,
Online,
they're
it's-
45.
well,
They're buy one get one free. I thought online.
No, it was only till the end of August.
Well,
Now they're
blow
not.
No,
me
it's here
down.
and there. It's
Yeah,
they've been
I think
doing
they jump
it.
on and off with it. 'cause
Yeah.
I saw a date and then I saw it off and it was still on.
I think it's because they're not drawing as many crowds because
Right.
I mean it's Milwaukee,
ride.
and
Right.
a lot of
Yeah,
people
it's a
from
ride.
Chicago go up there.
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna be staying over there. So.
And I mean, of
Are you
course,
staying at
Yeah,
the
we're getting hotels.
Ambassador Hotel?
Yeah.
We're staying at the Ambassador
Nice.
Inn,
In.
not the
In.
hotel.
In.
Yeah.
Right,
Yes.
where
You can't
Jeffrey
afford-
Dahmer.
No shit.
Oh,
You guys, wait a minute. Whoa, wait a minute.
Whoa.
You are staying in a hotel that you don't even know the history of?
No, 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 no,
why
no,
the
no,
fuck
no,
is
no,
one of
no.
my
Cha cha cha
idols,
cha cha
actually.
cha. We're not staying in the Ambassador Hotel.
Not
We're
with
staying
that
in the
attitude.
Ambassador Inn, which is
there a
separate.
difference?
But yes,
No.
the Ambassador Hotel is a totally fucking different.
Well,
building.
I didn't book
The
my
one
room
that's
yet, so-
across
Stop
from
yelling.
the rave
No.
is where Jeffrey Dahmer
Oh.
would bring prostitutes, the male
And then
prostitutes,
should
skin
check that
them
out.
skin them.
No.
and walk
way.
around in a people suit.
There's a
Can't see
room.
your room,
I
we're
forgot
going.
which band. I forgot which band told us this, but every single time they go up there and they stay there, they stay in Jeffrey Dahmer's old
Yeah,
room.
it's
Probably like
definitely.
Gorgoroth.
How did you
Aren't
not
we?
know
Gorgoroth.
What the fuck?
No, it's definitely haunted. I know that, but we're
How-
not staying there. I'm sorry, it was
I
too
didn't-
expensive.
It'll
I
be
didn't
funny.
book my
Oh,
room
yeah, it's
yet.
probably like
You didn't book your
historical
room
value.
yet? No, dude.
Oh my
Good luck with that, Ed. Have fun sleeping in the car at this point.
I mean, you
I'll
guys.
sleep on the floor somewhere.
can-
You're not sleeping in my room. I told you.
Or
I'm
my
having
home.
gratuitous amounts of sex in that room.
Oh boy. I mean, can't you share a bed with somebody? I mean, you
Well,
could-
no,
I will be.
on the couch.
No, I'm-
well, maybe not book with Andrew, but
no, definitely
No,
not.
this was told to him weeks
Yeah.
ago.
Oh, yeah.
It should have been done by now. He's
so
You-
next weekend he's without a
Come-
room.
come-
The
from the-
quintessential
I
procrastinator.
mean, you could
over
stay
here.
with Jeffrey Dahmer.
coming
Jeffrey
from the
Dahmer's
kid,
ghost.
coming from the kid that booked his hotel room yesterday.
it's
Oh.
done.
It's yeah. Oh, he's on
Yeah.
a totally different
Yeah,
level.
wait,
than
that
you.
is a point. He
Maybe I'll
booked
go
it
on
and
my
you did
phone
it.
and do
Where's
it.
my-
Fuck all you.
Don't worry, Ed. We could get
I
rooms.
mean, why didn't you
together.
just book together? Wouldn't that have made sense?
I booked
That
with.
If
makes too much
There's so many
sense.
people staying. We need to get at least like 3 rooms.
We're a
just
bunch
to-
of procrastinators.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm
couldn't
staying with
tell.
my boyfriend. They're doing whatever the hell they want. So we
Raging.
got on that a long time ago because he's very professional and likes to do things in a very timely manner. So.
Okay, that makes sense.
Not
You
me.
guys don't have excuses.
No, not at all. We
So
just
I
like
mean,
to-
I really shouldn't be.
I mean, Dan's sleeping alone anyway, so. I mean,
We'll see.
Doors,
We will see.
doors that way, buddy.
No, it's that way.
I'm
How did that
kidding.
feel, Dan?
I'm
Let's
kidding.
I feel like I need some ice.
let's
I'm
open up
sorry. I'm
a
gonna
dialogue
cry.
about that burn right there.
Somebody call Dr. Tlinqueditz.
I feel like nobody burns him enough in this band. He just. How do you
Everyone
maybe
gets a
Maybe-
fair
Maybe-
amount.
But how does that make you feel?
Let's rock talk.
Banana stickers.
Maybe I would assert myself if we had fucking banana stickers.
All right. Well,
You can just buy psychological validation online.
That's too
figure
much
out
work.
your banana stickers and maybe book that hotel in this minute that
I'll
we
try.
take to talk to Dave.
All right.
Here
Talk
we
to
go.
us, Dave.
Why are you going to talk to me?
Could I speak to the drug dealer of the house, please?
Let's hear it from the soundboard.
That's why, Dave.
Because cookies?
No. Frick,
Oh,
fuck you.
damn. Anyway, Between the Buried and Me recording a new album called The Parallax 2 Future Sequence, and they're doing a small tour with that, but I don't think they're coming to the U.S. Nope, they're not. Well, I just had to double
Dreams
check.
shattered.
This is the best part about Dave. It's like a second before his segment, he looks everything up.
No,
so
I-
this is like, oh wait, I didn't look into this. They're not coming to the U.S. I don't think. Oh wait, no, they're not. I just looked.
Sorry.
Well, I pull up all the information, so I have it in front of me. I just don't read it over too well.
It's all right.
Because me and reading don't go together well.
All right, Dave.
Understandable.
Continue.
I got that problem too.
It's called ADD. I think
What?
it's quite common for a lot of people like us that smoke weed. Continue.
Apparently, Lamb of God launched an eBay auction to support their lead single's legal battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you haven't done so yet, contribute to that because he needs your help.
I just
A
got
bunch of
paid.
bands donated shit. So
What are they selling?
there's like signed shit. What's it? Five Fingers got a skateboard that they
That's
signed.
pretty awesome.
Yeah, and shit like that.
Nice.
Yeah, and even Megadeth's putting other stuff on there.
Nice.
So.
Nice.
That's, I don't know, not shocking, but surprising.
Yeah, yeah. Dave Mustaine doing something nice.
Yeah, right.
What?
Well, they said they're selling all equipment, so they probably just sold something
Oh.
like spit on. So
Probably broken amps.
A guitar string by Dave Mustaine.
you know,
$300.
people would buy it, believe it or not.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
people are
I
dumb.
know.
People buy locks of hair. Like,
This is true.
A partially eaten waffle.
all right,
was
Dave. Let's
sold
just
on
not
eBay.
Jesus.
go any further.
Well, Obama started eating it, but he didn't finish.
What?
Yeah.
So they sold an Obama waffle?
It only went to about like $3 or $5 grand, and
Is
then
this the
they pulled it
restaurant
off.
that decided to sell this?
Why?
Yeah.
All right, Dave. This is a
Anyway.
weird topic. Continue. I don't want to talk about waffles on a metal show.
What was
And
that
why the
website?
fuck not?
Waffles are metal as fuck.
But they're just pancakes with syrup traps.
I'm
Anyway,
surprised nobody has started talking about blue waffles yet.
Apparently,
Show,
next
next
topic
show.
from District 22 is going to be blue waffles. After Dave continues to ring.
Yeah, Google that, guys. Google
August
blue
Burns
waffle.
Red released their song Flurries off their upcoming holiday album.
Yeah, it comes out in October. Is that not weird?
Yeah.
It's not so weird. The Simpsons do that shit
It's
all
like
the time.
It's not even Halloween yet. It's a Christmas album.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. I'm still going to get it.
Dude, it's Christmas should be year round. Keep the Christmas spirit year round.
Halloween.
Halloween
And don't
should be
forget.
I just
Yeah.
want free candy. But whatever.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I think
And
I want some
scaring the
treats.
shit out of little
yeah,
kids.
right?
And driving windowless vans.
All right. Last but not
Again, while you're sleeping alone, Dan. Continue, Dave.
last but not least, Sum 41 is possibly doing a 10-year anniversary
What?
tour.
That'd be awesome. Maybe
That'd be
this time they'll
weird.
play when I'm supposed to see them.
Oh God.
Yeah, apparently their newest album, Screaming Bloody Murder, was released in March, and they're playing November 14th
It
at
was
Irving
last
Plaza.
year. It wasn't released this year.
Or 2012, I'm sorry, yeah.
2012.
It
It
is
was
2012.
released last year, though.
Oh,
I had it last year.
then this article is really fucking wrong, then, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean.
But it's the
almost-
internet. It must
I'm
be
almost
right.
Are you on
Positive.
Wikipedia?
No.
I don't. I might be wrong, but I mean, I could have sworn that album came out last year.
No clue.
I don't know.
Anyway, yeah, they're playing in
Can
Nov-
you really quickly, because I hate this band so much and I want to
Sure.
make fun of them. Do you guys know Icy Stars?
No.
Nope.
I do not.
Oh
I
my
have
God,
heard
they're a
of them.
terrible
Doesn't
band.
sound like I want to.
They're like a little mix of dubstep. They're terrible. Okay.
Well, they're dubstep. They're supposed to be
They all
terrible.
got arrested for drugs, and it's another. They have a picture up right now. And it's all their mugshots, and instead of Icy Stars, they put on it Icy bars.
Yeah.
It's pretty
not very
awesome. The
metal at
whole
all.
band got arrested. I don't know. I find it ridiculous. Well, fuck those guys.
Yeah,
You're
fuck 'em.
retarded.
What kind of drugs were they?
Who fucking cares?
Were they at
They're
least good
idiots.
drugs?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Dubstep.
Look it up, Dave. Were they good drugs that Icy Stars got
this is
arrested
I
critical.
don't
for?
know. I was checking their wiki. Apparently, they're post-hardcore, electronic
They're
core,
terrible.
metalcore, and pop punk.
Call it
So-
what
I
you
can't
will.
follow that.
Dave, hold on. Pull up why they got arrested, and then really quickly just do a really quick blurb of how terrible they sound.
Okay.
All right. While Dave's researching this, really quickly, what's your obsession with blue waffles?
I don't
Why?
have one. I find them fascinating in a morbid way.
Do I have to
What?
look it up on my phone?
No.
I don't understand. Is-
Wait a
Is
second.
that
You've
what
never
it
seen
is?
what blue waffle is?
I mean, I would assume it's a waffle that's blue.
Oh no. Oh no! Don't show her until after
Wait
the
a
show.
minute.
Please don't.
No,
Wait,
you
okay.
don't.
We got to get her
Does
reaction.
this have to do
on
with
the
guys'
internet.
genitals?
This is
No,
gonna be
we're
on
not.
No, not guys' genitals. No.
No.
Girls' genitals?
Yeah.
What? Do I really? I don't know if I want
You
to
brought
see
it
this
up.
now.
though.
Yeah.
You
can't-
brought it up.
No,
You
we
said
were
something
off
about
it.
blue
Say a
waffles.
fucking word.
We walked away from that subject. We washed our hands of it, and now we're back here.
You brought it back. I mean,
All right, you might as well
Please
show me a
don't.
picture.
I'm
I mean,
getting it. Don't worry.
Yes.
I mean, Luco pierced his friend's nipple this
That's
week.
yeah.
I have mine
Safety
at
pin.
awesome.
With
It's
the
about a
safety
0.1
pin.
on a scale of 10.
No, and then his friend goes, well, I want to get a base of my penis pierced. And then it's like, okay, we don't even know what that's called. So we looked
Prince
it all
Albert?
up.
Painful.
No. Apparently it's called a pubic piercing. But there's like 8 different ones guys can get. And they went through all the pictures. And
Did you do it?
my mind's scarred.
Did they do it?
Oh.
No, because there's no way in hell I'm letting Luco pierce some guy's pubic hair. Because if he ends
Wait,
up...
Pierce's
That's
pubic
how we
hair?
get crabs. Okay.
Yeah.
This is why we
Let's,
don't have nice
let's not go there.
things.
Okay, show me whatever.
Oh, I'm waiting for it
Dave,
to
do you
load.
have...
They found it. Oh, so wrong.
all right,
no.
let's...
I saw it.
But before they show it to you, they just said hallucinogenics.
Oh.
They're not gonna-
Hallucinogenic. So like
Oh, so yeah,
mushrooms.
Probably.
it was
So they
acid.
were having a good time, and then they went to jail.
Yeah.
All right. So what does this shitty band sound like for the world to know? What
Kids can't
Icy
hang.
Stars is terrible.
Kids can't
They're
hang.
terrible. All right. So
okay, ready? Here we
Drum
go.
roll.
Oh.
all right. That's really gross. That looks like an underwater creature.
It looks like the Great Barrier Reef.
Apparently, yeah. Apparently, Blue
won't go
Waffles
back.
is a
It's frozen
female
on your phone.
STD that's very graphic.
I don't
that-
think that they said that. I don't know. I did a lot of research on this.
Of course.
All right.
Of course.
Oh,
you
Because
did.
I wanted to find out if men could get blue waffle. I was terrified.
Maybe you should write a song called Blue Waffles.
That's a
I
great
don't think we'll
idea.
get the right attention.
And then you can write these really grotesque lyrics and explore a different theme you've never touched before.
Let me smell your dick.
Yes.
Our newest
Ah.
cover.
Yeah, our newest cover. Let me smell
You're
your
doing
dick.
Smell Your Dick?
We were talking about
Consider
it.
We've
it.
considered it. I'm
That'd
doing
be awesome.
You like a
gonna
little
rewrite it and see
30-second
what he can do.
snippet?
just yeah, but like in a
Open
very
up with that
serious
Horizon
manner.
is-
Like I'm
Are
gonna
you
take
doing
it
a
down to little
Halloween
bit,
show
guys.
that one of you guys can dress like that singer?
Oh,
Not
And
a
somebody
damn.
can dress as a dildo?
I'll
or
do
wear
that.
a dildo?
No, I'll dress as a dildo.
we could.
I'm not gonna wear one.
Dave will dress
I've
as a
got
dildo.
several. You can take your pick.
Oh god.
Damn it.
I don't have any dildos. Let me just clarify. All right. I was being sarcastic.
They're all strap-ons.
Every single one of them.
Why does he need one? Doesn't he have his own dick? Anyway.
Well, yeah, but sometimes.
Dave,
Sometimes.
What?
what does this band sound like?
I have no. I wasn't going to try and look them up, but if you really want me to.
All right, never mind.
Well,
Dave.
I was
Thanks
I was,
for
I was
talking.
busy. I was busy 2 seconds.
You ever
Like it
designed
took
a
2 seconds to look up
What?
blue waffles.
Design
Thank
the
you very.
Skyline.
Yeah, I know Design
They
the
suck.
Skyline.
Yeah. That one video, I don't know what it's called, but it's
Oh, I know which one you're talking about. I don't remember the name of
something
it.
Silence or Suicide
Yeah.
or some shit like that. Oh my god. Like that was like Victory
Well, we know what
Records, like,
Vinny
oh, we
hates.
just found that.
Yeah.
Design the Skyline.
I don't understand. I heard another song by them and I was like, okay, this isn't bad, but how did that get them famous?
Yeah, it was like Suicide Silencer or some shit like
Yeah,
that.
it's- I don't know.
It starts off like really slow, and then it builds up to this like
It's just all over the
jitter.
place
Like
bullshit.
it sounds like a scratch track for a guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's something from Icy Stars.
They're terrible.
Already
This is
terrible.
better than Design the
Well, their vocals I just don't
You want
like.
to put on that song? real
Yeah, vocals can make or
Hold
break
on.
you.
Maybe they were just terrible live. I don't know.
That
I
happens.
did not like them.
Oh god.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I said no Icy Stars. Yeah. Thank you.
That was fucking spot on.
Yeah, it was terrible.
See, I got skills.
See,
I
it's
didn't know you had it
okay
in
when you
you.
go low, but once some guys hit the
Yeah.
high note, it's like, okay.
They
No,
sound like the
uh,
Devil Wears Prada. I mean, Devil Wears Prada is definitely more acceptable, but like when they get to that like high, whiny, girly.
But
that's
when
all I
you
can
name
say.
yourself after a Meryl Streep movie,
right,
I
okay,
mean,
Yeah.
you don't really have to live
Oh,
up to it.
I found the. It's called Surrounded by Silence.
That's it, yeah.
Suicide Silence. Come
It was
on, guys.
close.
Come on,
Close.
guys.
Something, I don't
Silence was
It's not
definitely
worth
in
no-
there.
Silence
Samsonite.
wasn't
I was
there.
way off.
All right, let's play this shit.
All right. Well,
Oh god.
there's auto tune in a metal song.
Jesus. It's like listening to somebody on like one of those horror films playing the organ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then putting really shitty dubstep vocals in it
Yeah.
with auto tune.
Yeah, I'm watching
And
the I'm watching the
synthesizer.
video. It's like raining, and now it's snowing, and then it was like raining glitter.
What?
And you're in a forest, and
Glitter is not metal.
So they
and
like
there's
Twilight?
a keyboard. I don't know. And the guy has like hockey puck gauges, and I
All
kind
right,
of
we're done. Let's not listen to Design the Skyline ever.
You know what though?
again.
I'm sure. You know what? People are gonna say that shit about us though. Eventually, you know what I
That
mean?
Yeah, well,
you-
We're always
don't
there's
put
always
out
gonna be
that kind of
somebody.
image.
You don't sound like a chick.
You
You don't get your hair like done and
It's
manicures.
auto-tune.
I don't have hair, really.
I
keep
mean,
my hair
you're
short, but
more
I mean-
masculine than a lot of those.
Oh yeah, no, you should.
You
see
do
that.
not.
That's what I was
Well,
saying.
never mind.
Did you
I
hear
mean,
that,
have you seen
world?
Blood on the Dance Floor? I mean, really? Or Jeffree Star?
Oh, I have seen that.
You were not.
That's awful.
Yeah.
I forgot. Apparently, we're supposed to be raffling off a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to hang out with us.
Oh yeah.
You're
Pelsman.
raffling off a chance to hang out with you guys?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Before we raffle this off for the world,
This is the first
And
time
figure-
here.
I don't even
figuring
know
out-
what are the rules for this.
I mean, I don't even.
How do you get
I wasn't
tied?
planning on
You have
this,
to guess
but
what color I'm
I feel like Vinny and I were completely in the dark on this one.
okay.
What is going on?
By hanging out with you guys, let's figure out two things: where would it be, and what would you do?
Donuts.
No response to
Is
the
it
second.
all of us together?
Fuck shit up.
But he's
is
like,
what
I don't
we're
want to
gonna
be
do.
there.
We're gonna
I'm
have-
not hanging out with a stranger.
We've got to make it the most
I gotta
random
go to
thing.
work.
It'll be like on a Tuesday evening, and
Yeah.
we'll have like a wine tasting.
Nah, dude.
no, I have it. I have it.
Andrew's
Also
just
be
wanting to
sandwich
raffle
and
off a date
cheese
with him and
and
his
crackers.
boyfriend.
I have it.
What is it?
Band field trip to the zoo.
Oh my God.
Yes.
I'm there, dude. My
And
cousin
then-
works
Okay.
at the zoo.
Then the
Wait.
planetarium.
But who's paying? Are you paying for this
Oh, no,
person?
they have to.
Depends.
This is
Obviously.
a raffle to hang out
Not
with
only
you
they have to
guys.
pay
Once
for
in a
us too.
lifetime, yeah.
Oh my god.
If we're too broke to
If
record,
they have
we're
a
too broke to
membership,
take
I'm
somebody
sure
to
it's
the
free to
zoo.
bring
No,
guests.
fuck it. We'll go to Lincoln Park Zoo. It's like practically
Yeah.
free.
I guess that solves it.
Go look
Yeah,
at
you
shit.
could-
So how
see
is this
animals die.
working? How did you
Yeah,
want
how
to
do
get
we do
people to?
Let's just say whatever our most current status is on our Facebook site. Whoever the
comment that you want to hang out
yeah,
with you.
whoever the 30th person is to comment on
30.
that.
Jesus.
No, I was gonna
That's a
say
lot.
someone
It's gonna
could.
take like a year.
Since I don't care about giving out my number, people can text me, and then like 30th person to text me.
Oh, we
I don't know if there's going to be 30 people
Yeah,
that
Dave-
text
Okay,
you.
10.
Dave, don't.
All right, 10.
Just to
I don't
clarify,
even know
we're
if
not
that's
driving
gonna work.
anywhere.
Just do it off the Facebook page.
Whoever the
Okay.
first
We're not
person to
driving
text
to-
us right now is.
And then if
Yeah.
anything, if nobody Facebooks you tonight, I'll post it on the Metal Experience site tomorrow as to get a hold of District
to go to
22.
a date to the zoo.
we're gonna whoever
Date to
gets
the
this,
zoo with District 22. It rhymes.
Yeah.
I just
And then you
realized
can
that this
film
could be
it
very
Print
awkward.
and put it up on YouTube.
It'll be in a
Yeah,
music
no,
video
well,
one
what if
day.
we
Yes.
don't like the person that wins?
Yeah, what if we don't like the person?
Or
Well,
and
then
we're
we'll
not
ditch
driving.
him, obviously.
I
Well-
mean, aren't you making this fair for whoever
Yeah.
wins? I mean, you're gonna. Oh my God.
Do we have to plan
Something
something
tells
special?
me this idea was not very thought
Yeah.
through.
God
I
damn it,
didn't even
Pelsman.
hear of this.
Fuck you, Paulson.
So wait, are we doing this?
Yeah.
I mean, everybody has to go on this. You have to agree.
All right,
Vinny.
I'm going to the zoo.
Okay, but this needs to be time in advance.
Okay, well, we'll figure out the time and date and all that
I
shit
mean,
later.
it's got to be
Who
before
wants
winter.
to go to the zoo?
Who wants to go to the zoo? That's all that's important.
Yes.
Who wouldn't want
Go to the zoo with
I
District
mean,
22. Go
Go
comment
look at
on their
zebras
page
and
right
shit.
now. They'll figure out a winner, and you get to hang out
By
with these
some
guys.
really unbiased way, I'm sure.
Yeah, just do it.
Somebody's gonna want to do this. I
Uh,
guarantee somebody wants to go.
Just
to
put the
zoo.
names in the hat. Do it that way.
Jesus.
You broke it!
No, it's
It's
a.
throwing microphones and shit.
Do you know what a microphone stand looks like?
I caught it. Don't- Hey, at least I didn't drumline our microphone and break it in the garage.
Yeah, you asshole. That was
Bronson.
mine.
We're
Yeah.
sitting in practice, and he just finishes singing and just takes the microphone drumline style and
He's like,
drops
I'm
it.
out.
Shatters
If you've ever
everywhere.
seen, yeah, if
the
you've ever
only
seen-
microphone we have. The only one we have.
And
And
you
drops
left
the
out the
chatter, he's
most
like, oh,
crucial
that was a
part.
bad
Yeah, the
idea.
crucial part was that I said Bronson
And
and
then-
held out the microphone and dropped it, and I really was not thinking about what the fuck I was doing, but I
You're
mean
in a
it was
garage.
classic. It was fucking. I mean Bronson.
We
you
only
know?
didn't have a mic for
Like
3
2
months.
months.
Morgan doesn't know who Bronson is.
We don't need a microphone, dude. I'm loud enough.
Who's
Everyone
Bronson?
knows who Bronson
Oh,
is.
Bronson is a living legend.
He is.
Christopher Bronson. Is
He's probably at home
friend of
right now
all
with
of
like a
us.
half chub if he's listening to
Christopher
this.
Cornelius Bronson.
That's
Yeah.
his middle name. His middle name is not
No,
Cornelius.
it's
Not
not.
with
But
the
it's
A.
this kid that pretty much worked at Panera with me and Dan, and he's just a living legend. He's just like
We
there's
You
gotta
gotta
quote
do
him.
something to be considered a living legend.
just
That's
his
the thing.
presence.
He does nothing.
he does nothing. But like the only way to describe him is he's
Oh
just
my
a character. Like he has no personality traits other than he's just him.
Oh my
like
God.
he's there. He walks around and like tries to
We
rap
like to put him into
songs, and
songs,
it's
like, we'll sing along to the lyrics.
but he's
and
like
say
the
Chris
whitest kid
Bronson.
ever.
It's a weird thing.
Yeah.
He is just a delight.
Yeah. If you go online and look up the video Salad Fingers, that's Chris Bronson.
Oh my God. That
Yes.
makes it so much more
Salad
obvious now.
fingers?
Salad
Oh,
fingers.
God, you've never seen it. Okay, well we
Where
actually,
have you- what?
All right.
Come up with weird shit on the
Apparently,
internet.
there's a lot of things that I've just.
we spend
need
a
to catch
lot of
on.
time on the internet.
Apparently, I mean,
Yeah.
today I learned what blue waffles was. Now I gotta look up salad fingers. I can only imagine
No,
what's gonna
no,
come
no.
next.
Somebody out there is listening that didn't know what blue waffle was and just came across it.
And ruin their life.
And they are.
Yeah.
And you might have made somebody throw up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
We can only hope.
I didn't know what it was, and I looked it up. Thank you, though.
Hey, by the
What
way,
was your reaction,
hold
Dave?
up. Fuck you, Gabe. If you're listening, fuck you.
He's listening.
Oh,
I have, my,
Gabe.
I have my own mic, and I'm not sitting in the back.
No, you're just moving
He's
away from the
talking
mic.
shit.
wait a
Go
second.
ahead, go back. No, I just Facebook.
That's why you
my bad.
feel-
Vinny's done talking now.
Oh yeah, so one of my friends just texted me and said we don't talk about sex enough.
As
All right,
in the
Andrew, take
song
it
or
away.
the topic?
Take it
Andrew,
Sex
There you
advice
go.
from Andrew. Go.
Sex advice from Andrew. Oh God, always use copious amounts of lubrication.
Spit and push.
Spit and push is what I like
never
to call
go
it.
and try.
Copious amounts of lubrication. Use protection. Use protection.
Oh God, I really
Make
hope
sure
my
that
mom's
you
not
know
listening to
pad your wrists if you're going to use handcuffs. Knee pads are always a good idea. Just protective gear in general.
Jesus.
A helmet if you're into that kind of thing. If you're,
Or if the bedpost.
this. Does the helmet come with the wheelchair?
Well, if you're if you're getting pounded and your head is smacking on the headboard or something of the bed, you know.
Oh my god.
Wouldn't a pillow suffice?
No, pillow would suffice. That's a suffocation hazard right there. You can asphyxiate.
So it's much better to put on a helmet and look stupid.
Andrew
think it
likes
could
it to the
look
point that
very
he's going through the
sensual.
drywall.
We don't have drywall in my house. It's plastic.
Just
so
pure brick.
It's much harder.
Enough there's holes all over the room like a mole.
We need a jingle for this segment. Sex advice with Andrew. Go. Okay.
Sex
Coming from
advice
three
with
people that don't know anything about
Andrew.
music. No.
All right. So, I don't know what else should we. What today's subject? The clitoris.
Oh,
Nature's
God.
Rubik's cube. I have no idea.
Is
The
this one of
legend?
those bands we were talking about?
No, that's the owner of the Portage Theater.
Oh.
Shit,
But
we're gonna get
continue.
shot.
No.
I don't know. I really don't know a whole lot about sex. It's still kind of a mystery to me.
What is this?
Oh, this is my background music. I guess.
This is supposed to set you in the mood if we're talking about sex. Oh,
Down with the
yeah.
Andrew.
I have no idea.
He
Does anybody?
prefers
Come
to
on,
question
Andrew.
suicide
Can we
Gotta
take
have-
some questions? Does anyone have any
I don't have
questions?
any phones. Come on, Dan, ask
question?
a question to Andrew or Dave.
I honestly have
Is it
no
true if you
question I
don't
could
lose
ask
it?
him,
Or
and I
fine.
want to hear it.
You don't use it, you lose it.
You screwed it up, Vinny.
Screwed it up.
Is it true that if you don't use it, you lose
This was
it?
a metal interview. What is going
What
on?
is more metal than
Apparently
sex?
it's apparently Dan's friend wanted more sex. We're not good enough. Just
There we go.
Oh,
normal.
This is our show, not Dan's friend.
yeah. So
Carbohydrate.
Gargle migrates.
hydrate.
Yeah, always hydrate before sex, and during and after, especially if you've been drinking, because you don't want to wake up with a
Ooh, yeah, this-
hangover and then realize that the person you're sleeping
Little
next
breakdown.
to is just absolutely atrocious.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
what was your question, Dave?
He said always pad your wrist. We're gonna use handcuffs. What if you're using stuff like rope? Does that matter?
Yes, you should still
Oh,
because you
definitely.
don't want to
You
get
don't
rug
want rope
burn.
burn.
Yeah.
Rope burn. Excuse me.
All right, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, definitely pad
Good
your
question.
wrists.
But what do you use the pad if I just
Oh
follow a
my
person?
God.
Gauze.
You could use whatever is around. You could use a rag or a handkerchief.
These nuts.
These nuts. You
Always
can
an
use.
option.
You can roll up some paper towels. Some paper towels.
Paper's towels.
Some cardboard, some paper towels, some spaghetti.
Anything
my-
you want to use. Just
Bernie,
Do you watch
Metalocalypse?
somebody's
Metalocalypse?
song.
What?
Do you watch Metalocalypse?
Yeah.
Oh, thank
thank
God.
We
God.
quoted
I got
a
the
lot.
banana sticker
Yeah.
part.
Yeah.
Oh, we always quote Metalocalypse. It is,
All right,
it is
Dave,
our,
thank you for
fucking
that.
goal.
Hey, he wanted the question, so I asked.
No, it was good. Thank
Yeah,
you.
dude, I will
That's
answer.
great.
That
any
was the
question.
oddest segment I think we've ever done on a show.
I am a sexpert.
Checkmate.
Maybe we should just start a
Checkmate questions.
comment
A
and
sex hotline?
question
so we got to get
section
Sue
on the Metal
Johansson up in
Experience
this bitch.
page for Andrew to just run called Sex Questions.
Does
with
anybody
Andrew.
remember Sue Johansson?
Who?
Who the fuck is that?
Oh, that old
Oh,
lady
Talk
that
Sex with
talked
Sue?
sex with Sue
Yeah.
Johansson.
Oh.
That was an awkward show.
That lady that
Yes,
was
it
like 10 years
was.
older than
She
my
used
grandma.
like plastic figures that look like blocks.
I-
She'd have like
Dreams,
dildos
that's
like
so
flopping
Yeah.
around like a lightsaber.
I used to love watching that bitch in high school, dude. It was great.
Yeah,
It
it
was
was one of those
weird.
things that was never cool, but
It
you
was
watched
awkward
it
watching
every
it
time.
while you babysat.
Why would you do that?
Because they were in bed and there was
children.
nothing else on. I don't know. It was weird.
I liked that show. I thought it was very informative.
Andrew
Yeah,
learned
but
a
I don't
lot.
want to see my grandma giving sex advice.
Why? Do grandmas have to do it? Your grandma
No.
did it.
At one point, yes.
She did
It's
it.
not
No,
a thought we
multiple
want to
times.
think about.
Yeah, right.
Multiple times.
All right. Well, you guys brought a new song tonight.
Oh yeah, we
Sure
did.
did.
But we did bring a new song. You want to talk about this one, Ed?
Vinny, you could talk about this one because we don't ever let you talk, apparently.
What is
anyone
there to
should-
say? No, we recorded this yesterday. Actually, we went in really early in the morning. We stayed there probably till like 5 in the evening. And Marion, our master,
Sky was blue.
did a he did a fantastic
It
job
actually
helping
was.
us get through this track. And just like I said, Studio 2020, I want to plug this shit out of it because it's a really nice setup he's got going. He's got just great equipment, and his ideas really helped us come out with a lot of different things that we were able to incorporate into this track. So I don't know, you know.
Yeah. This song. Should we talk about what this song is about or no?
I mean, let's wait till after.
Yeah.
Let's
yeah.
wait till after.
Give you a
It might be
listen.
self-explanatory. I mean,
Is
you
it
gotta say the
Smoke
title
Town?
first.
Yeah.
What's it called?
It's called Weed.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
So light one up and listen.
Tell me who
You're listening to the Metal Experience. Only on Slam Internet Radio.
And we're back sitting here with District 22. We just heard their song Weed, brand new, recorded yesterday. And I gotta say, it, don't take it as an insult, it does sound really like Alice in Chains kind of asks.
No, that's
I like Alice.
yeah,
I like,
that's
I like the sound.
That's
I wasn't
great.
sure. I
No.
wasn't sure. But I mean, it
Can't
does
say would
sound
definitely.
in that range.
I think
And
this is one of the
Andrew,
bad
your
guys.
vocals.
Dude, I thought that was Jack Black for a second.
That's that's Chris Bob from Strongman.
Awesome.
Everybody,
You know,
yeah,
Savage.
came in.
What
and
up,
dropped off
Chris?
CDs.
What's good?
Woo! There we go. There we go. He's like, who are these fuckers?
We are District 22.
And that's Chris Bob, everybody.
Oh,
What a character. He's a living legend,
I was
guys.
just gonna say, he seems like a living legend.
he
Not
is.
quite
He is.
Bronson status, but close.
Close.
So talk a little bit about what that song is about.
Well,
I know it's not just about smoking weed.
No,
There's
it's
a
not- it's
heartfelt
not.
message.
It
in there
originally
somewhere.
had kind of a different meaning, but then he kind of tweaked it a
No,
little
it
bit.
was no, it was originally supposed to be about when we wrote the song, because I wrote the song before I had lyrics.
And also when Jim and TJ were still in the band.
Yeah,
as
and
well.
also when Jim and
this is
TJ were
an
still in the
old
band,
one,
so-
kind of.
Kind of.
That's why you hear two guitar parts in that song. But when I wrote it originally, it was really supposed to be just about smoking weed and getting fucked up and having a good time, you know. But as I went on writing it, I felt like it was more about the way that if you really do only live for doing drugs, it really does. It becomes a detriment to who you are. You lose yourself. You know what I mean? You don't remember who you were before you started doing them, and they start to define who you are as a person, and it's never really a good thing, you know. I mean, you're a good time to be around sometimes when you're out at a party because you're just wild and out there, but, you know, behind closed doors, you feel like shit.
A shell of a person.
Yeah.
And you use it to, you know, I mean, you use it for whatever you need to. You use it to escape or whatever. So that's why it's about, you know, the chorus is all about running away from your problems, from your life, from whomever, you know. So.
And I
Yeah.
heard in the ending of the song, there's some piano and violin.
Yeah, there was. Yeah, we decided, and when I
Yes.
when I wrote it, I decided that at the end I wanted a little bit of a tacit of something.
So who did that?
That was me.
This
I,
guy.
yeah,
He's
I
a
played
phenomenal
piano.
piano player.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm a pretty good piano
He's
player.
a better piano player than vocalist.
Oh, well, okay.
Well, hey, that doesn't take away from. Don't fall off on that. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Have you considered doing an instrumental track one day?
Yeah, we definitely have considered doing an instrumental track one day. I'm sure, but I mean, I really need to go out and buy the equipment to be able to do that live. You know, I really don't have a whole lot of piano equipment or anything like that, so I would need to go get a keyboard and another amp and all that kind of stuff, and that is just not even an option right now. So broke.
One
But,
day.
Yeah, one day.
One
I'm sure we'll
day.
definitely do it.
Well, that sounded badass.
Thank
And
you.
definitely
Thank you.
you guys came a long way from
Yeah.
where you guys were before.
Yeah, I
Good,
mean,
that's
I don't
good to
know if
hear.
you remember a whole lot. Like, I don't know if you remember the way that we sounded the last time you heard recordings of us, but it is definitely in a different direction than we were going before. So, I don't know. How do you feel about that song, Ed?
I think it's a great song. I love playing it, actually, and I mean, it's kind of funny because we always called it Weed because pretty much we have a different set of names for our songs than what they're actually called. And then, what was it, about a week or two ago, we're just like, you know what? Fuck it.
We got mixed up too. There'd be times we tried to say
Yeah.
the real name and at a show say
The fake name, Andrew.
inappropriate
What
name.
What is the other name?
That it was originally
was
Weed.
Weed.
It was called Run. That was the actual name. And then we were like, fuck it. We end up saying Weed too many times at a show, so let's just name it that.
Right.
You know?
Let's just call a spade a spade on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's good to have a song where it's like, yep, it's all out there. Like, not all.
We're not hiding it.
So now that you guys are in the process of obviously releasing another song, playing with Rise Against, what's next for you guys?
Now
Jesus.
that we got a solid demo, I want to start putting together a press kit, and I mean we're gonna continue doing what we're doing right now, you know, playing shows locally and all that. But I would like to
And
start.
that is who?
That was me.
Yeah.
I said turn your ring.
Yeah,
Thanks,
my
asshole.
ringtone
Yeah.
Asshole.
is
Cut me off.
Zelda. So, sorry guys.
But yeah, no,
I was
mean,
gonna say it sounded like a Game Boy.
I'd like to make a press kit so that we can start sending out to different places so that we just get the sound out there, you know, see if anything comes back. You know, we're not hoping for like a miracle or anything, but it'd be nice if someone heard us and liked what they heard, you know, and came and were like, you know, we have studio time we can offer you or something, or, you know, shows
Whatever
that
the
you can
case
come
may
play,
be,
whatever
right.
it is, you know,
Yeah.
we're taking everything we can get right now. So it's just, it's time, you know.
I'm glad that somebody came up with something to do after the show because I honestly have tunnel vision. Like I'm just
Yeah.
waiting for September 16th. I'm like a fucking deer in the
Right.
headlights.
Yeah, I know exactly how
Are
you
you
Yeah.
nervous?
Oh God, yeah. Hell yes.
Is that why
I
you
am
feel like a deer in the headlights?
So intimidated.
Why
yeah.
are you freaking out? You played with Janice.
Yeah, but I mean that was different.
How's that different? I mean, that's a national act.
That is a national act, but it's not. You know, they're not Rise Against. You know.
And
It
the
was
singer
different
did
too, yeah,
compliment
it was-
Andrew.
it was
very
I know the
handsomely.
drummer from his previous band that my aunt Dina used to work with, Relative Ash, and so like before the show, I was able to come up and tell him who we were and everything. So it was kind of like it took away that initial nervousness. Like, you know, we broke that barrier right away.
They
So
were really down to
yeah.
earth too. They just
Yeah.
sat around, talked to all
They
of us.
watched our entire set
Right.
and came backstage. We were talking to them, and they're like, "Yeah, you know, once you get your you know, demo together, send it to us. We'll exchange music. You know, keep in contact pretty much." So that, you know, it was cool.
And a lot of good things came out of that show
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
it did.
Such as.
Well, there's. Yeah, I figured that was
Continue
coming.
Well, we were
Conversation.
Roxposed.
Yeah.
We were on Roxposure.com.
Explain what Roxposure.
It's basically for new acts or like developing acts, like to give them the exposure that they think they deserve. You know, I'm sure that they pick people who are not. They don't just pick anyone. You know, you got to actually have
Impress them.
impress
Yeah.
them and have, you know, what's the word I'm looking for?
Stage performance?
No, the word that I'm looking potential. Thank you
Potential.
for not
Yeah.
telling me that fucking word. Anyone.
Yeah, it's just like
You know,
pretty much
like,
giving out.
We're not
Right.
mind
Yeah,
readers.
right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but yeah. So it was nice because, you know, we got an opportunity from somebody who at least in their own right thought that we had something, you know. So that was nice. It gave us a little boost of confidence, and we had other people from the industry come up and say that they ran radio shows in different places and was wondering if we can give them a demo and things like that. Unfortunately, at the time we didn't have anything, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of shit out of luck on that.
Yeah,
You
so-
can send them now.
yeah, we
Yeah,
can send
sure.
it now.
Yeah.
But I mean, there was other things.
Well, we were waiting to debut the song here before we sent them to anybody.
Well, how sweet.
Yeah.
Thanks.
We try.
It's an honor. Don't cry, Andrew. Come on. Pull it together. Pull
He's
it
going, he's
together.
going.
Now somebody get a
Here come the waterworks.
Nervous breakdown, guys.
No,
it's
my
okay.
head is pounding.
It's fucking hot.
That's all that did.
should
is
have
really
worn a helmet.
I should have worn a helmet. This is true. So I'm just curious to see what happens with this show.
Yeah,
See where it
definitely.
takes us. What kind of opportunities arise.
Are there other national acts that you guys would want to share the stage with after Rise Against that you'd really want to try for?
We really had to think.
Originally, I was the one that set up the Rise Against show. I was talking with the guy at Mojo's, and we were originally going to try and get on a show with All That Remains, and it fell through because by the time we had, known that we could play that date, it was already gone. So that kind of sucks. But like we work with Mojo's a lot, so whenever there's a good show coming up, we could just pretty much tell them that we'd like to play with them. So
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's kinda
so
nice.
it's just waiting to see who's going to come through,
Right.
and what we'd like to get into.
Because it's kind of hard. Like, I don't know. I have a hard time describing our music, so you got to fit the right, find
Exactly.
the right
You
group.
don't want to jump on a bill that doesn't sound anything.
Right, because like for the longest time, like even like before Dan was in the band, that was one of the problems. Is we would play a lot of shows, like we play cool places like Reggie's and all this stuff, but we were always with like super heavy hardcore bands. Like, I don't know, have you ever heard of the band Impale?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
Mhm.
we played with them
We've
a couple
seen 'em.
times. Right. I mean, they're incredible, absolutely great band, but we just didn't
Just,
fit.
yeah, it's
like,
just so much more than what we were doing.
right.
you know what I mean?
Exactly. So-
There's definitely a few bands that I can think of. There's two bands in Indiana that I think you guys would do really well playing shows with. One of them is Tomorrow Has Arrived. Another one is Anchor the Ocean.
Have to
There's
look
there's
them
a
up.
few bands that we ran into that, like you guys, where it's like, because a lot of people have gone in the hardcore direction,
Right.
metalcore, something that's heavy, and which is fine. I mean, if it's done right, it sounds awesome.
Right.
But then there's like you guys who are sticking to a little bit of more of the older sound mixed a little bit with the new, but it's like you're doing your own thing, and it kind of sets you apart from, bands being putting together shows. So there's definitely a list that I can give you that I think you guys would do very well playing shows with.
Yeah, dude, what's interesting though is that a lot of times when we play shows with bands that have even remotely a similar sound to us, it's always like you don't hear how similar you sound, you only hear how different you sound from each other.
Right.
Right.
But when we play with bands, like we've played with a band called No Big Deal, and they are, they have.
They're no big deal.
No, they are. They should be a bigger deal than they are. They have
Yeah.
they have a good. It's very like reggae tone kind of stuff.
Yeah.
In the way of like Sublime and Bob Marley and that kind
Oh,
of stuff.
nice.
Yeah, so I mean, it gives you good juxtaposition. Like you hear our sound and then you hear their sound, and it's
Right.
like worlds apart, but we work well together. And they put on a great show, and they always draw in a good audience, and so it's nice. Like a lot of times we play with them, and they're the people who are the most enthusiastic about our sound. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
it's
They're
nice.
right out there rocking out and moshing
Starting
around.
mosh
Moshing on stage
Yeah.
with us.
Yeah. Just running around like straight assholes. But that's great. I mean, it's always fun having that group of people that at every show you don't even have to talk to. You just know that they're gonna come and just
Use that
act
energy
like an
for the
asshole,
show.
but in a good way, right?
And just have a good ass time.
Yeah.
So there's no shows set up after Rise Against.
No.
No, we've had a couple, like we've seen things like Mojo's or whoever will send out emails or like Reverb Nation and things like that. And we've kind of just been going through as to right now we're not really focus on anything because the things that have come up have been like within like a week or two of the other show, and it's like we don't really want to do that. It's too hectic, and with this going on, we just kind of wanted to focus strictly on this show. But there's been a couple of things that we've seen, online or in emails where it's like, okay, well, we should probably check that out.
There's a local skate shop in our neighborhood. It's on 115th and Pulaski, which is in Alset, Bedola Skater Boys, and we usually play shows there. I'm close with the owner, so probably within the next month or so we'll have something set up there. But that's like it's a small little place, and it's kind
Do
of.
they actually do shows?
Oh, yeah.
That's
it's
pretty
not like-
awesome.
it's-
I've never
no, it's
heard
really
of a
cool. And
skateboard
there's an indoor half pipe and everything. We've played in the half pipe, so that it's really
What?
fucking
Yeah,
cool.
it's cool as hell.
But yeah,
it's not
it's
bad.
it
Invite
sounds
us
really
next
cool.
time you do this. This
It
sounds
sounds
awesome.
really
Andrew
cool to
hates it
play.
apparently.
No. Playing in a half pipe.
It
Not as
sounds
cool as
really
it
cool.
sounds.
Oh.
I am with
it's
him on that
difficult,
100%.
yeah.
Playing
Not
in
as
a half
cool as it
pipe was
sounds.
so
Just gotta bring a
difficult.
skateboard.
Oh yeah.
You
that's-
could
My
you
drum
could do
set makes
vocals
it
and go back and forth, up and
the
down.
chords will kill us.
My drum set right in the middle.
It's not
crashing
fun.
the shit.
You don't think it's fun? You can't
Oh,
just run
no,
up the
I
ramp.
mean-
Oh no, we
Andrew,
were
he was
doing
running
it.
up,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was
It's
just
fine, but
last
I mean,
time.
standing there trying to sing when you got a foot above the other one is just not fun.
You're like
You're all
trying not to fall over the entire time.
Yeah.
It's a great place, though. I mean, I don't know why it has very good sound quality. Like
Yeah,
it
it's
doesn't ring
acoustically
out
very
or
good.
anything, and he just clears out the entire front of the store. There's like a hardwood floor. Everybody sets up there, and then there's probably maybe 50 to 75 feet behind, and then maybe 25, 30 feet wide, where
Nice.
people can just filter in. And it's never. I mean, it's like what, $2, maybe $5 a
Yeah,
show.
it's very laid back, and that's
Right.
what I think that's what I like the most about it. There's no like,
pressure ever.
this is your load-in time. We got to do mic check. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just very like, oh, you guys are here. Awesome. If you want to set up, go for it. Are you guys ready to play? Then go for it. Just it's kind of
Whatever you want, just
It's
go.
very laid back, but it's cool because you always get. I don't think we've ever played there and not had a good crowd.
No.
You know what I mean?
And we
No,
always
everyone's
sound
been
good. We always have a
phenomenal.
really good show there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
You're
but-
definitely gonna have to send me details about this venue
We will,
to look
definitely.
into.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, he's definitely open to it. He's talked even.
His name is Josh.
Yeah,
Josh
yes.
Bedola.
even not just through us. Like he's mentioned wanting to start doing that. Like have a show once or twice a month. Here and there or whatever. So I mean, he would definitely be open to if somebody contacted him and if he liked their sound or whatever the case may be. But
It's
he's always
awesome.
looking for exposure, and at the same time, he's willing to then
Right.
help other bands. Like he's got one of those big light up arrow signs and the window pane, and it's right on Pulaski, and then he'll put the band name up there, and last time we played there, it stayed up there for a week and a half.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those, it's just one of those little things that it's oh, it's kind of cool, because somebody will drive by and be like, I wonder what the hell that is, and look it up.
So how many shows have you actually played there?
Three.
Yeah. One of them was a benefit that we set up. I put together a benefit for one of our friends in the neighborhood that she committed suicide. So we had a little fundraiser type thing. We raised $500, and we donated it to a suicide prevention place, and brought probably more than 100 people throughout the few hours that we was
Wow.
open.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
that
it was
show,
really well, and it was everybody knew each other. It was all friends. The bands were
Right,
friends.
and
so
it was just there was no entrance fee. It was just
It was
if
donate
you want
money
to
if
come,
you
just
can.
donate if you
Yeah.
can, whatever.
We
And
made
There was
food and
people
everything.
throwing in quarters, and there's people throwing in 220s or whatever.
That's
Everyone
awesome.
who
So,
showed
yeah.
up
It was
at
really
least threw in something.
Right.
They
Yeah.
dug to the bottom of their pockets.
And you
to
didn't
come-
even have to ask people; they were just willing to do it.
I
So it
bought a
was just
bunch
really
of food,
cool.
and Andrew was out
Yeah.
back grilling and
Yeah.
everything. So it was a really good time. Josh, the owner, he likes to work, and set up things like that. So that's cool.
And he's got if you like skateboarding, he's got a great shop. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
No, it's very nice.
Nice. Well, we're gonna take a quick break. Dave,
Now it's time for
Hey man, look what I found!
Only on the Metal Experience.
okay, technically Luco found this, but Luco's not here, so I'm doing his segment, which is really weird. So, as he would put it, check out this band. They're awesome as fuck. They're called The Devil Sent Me Back, and they're from Grahamstown, South Africa. Check them out.
I was always the will
listening to the Metal Experience. Only on Slam Internet Radio.
You should read something.
And you just heard The Devil Sent Me Back from Grahamstown, South Africa, and that was their songs Apologies for the Blunder and Invisible Tyranny. Check them up on Facebook. Check them out, whatever. I don't care. We'll be posting their link as well as District 22's tomorrow when the show goes up, and well, maybe tonight since I'll have nothing to do. But
You wants to go out, get us a cup of coffee?
I am broke as fuck.
Hey, you're
But
like
District,
us.
yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
I'm feeling ya. Don't worry. So District 22's been sitting here with us, and we've heard 2 of their awesome songs, and they found a winner apparently for their awesome contest suspended day at the zoo with District 22.
Oh, I'm not saying
So what are the details on this? What's happened? And Andrew can explain why he's laughing.
I guess Andrew.
I'm reading Facebook. It's quite interesting right now.
Okay.
Apparently-
Thanks, Gabe.
Hey, we have colorful
Jesus.
friends.
Yeah, apparently a bunch of
colorful
our friends took the responsibility of leaving almost 100 comment thread since we started that.
Which it's like, come on, I'm not going to go back and read all those. But
I'm reading every single
yeah,
one.
probably will. realistically.
100 people put 100 comments on your page already?
Yeah,
I don't
between like
know.
3 or 4 people. They just keep
Oh.
commenting
They're
on
just
each
blowing
other.
that shit up.
Yeah,
So who won your
Did
contest?
we figure that out?
yeah.
I'm
Pretty
not
sure it was
seeing
Cedric, right?
I thought it was Pat Finn.
Yeah, I
Oh,
thought
Or was
boy.
it Pat Finn? All right, well, we're
I
going to
guess
have
we
to
gotta
have
pull it out of a hat.
Yeah.
Rock,
It's
paper,
between Pat
scissors.
Finn and
Cedric.
Cedric.
definitely
Casmer.
not Gabe, though. We
Casmer.
need to make that clear, Gabe.
Gabe, I'm
No.
sorry. you
Dave
can't
does
come.
not ever get to go to the zoo.
You don't
And
live
he's
in
out
Illinois.
of state. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. Well, maybe.
But
we
we'll
can-
pal around. We'll
We'll
pal
come
around
to
at the
Michigan
show.
and look at squirrels or some shit.
We'll have our friend Bender in
Wanna do
Michigan.
that?
Does Michigan have squirrels?
Probably.
I mean, I'm pretty sure
They got
everywhere
medical
in the
weed.
United States has squirrels,
Um,
right?
Okay.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Somebody
Dave,
look it up.
research. Squirrels, are they everywhere in the United States?
Including Michigan.
Apparently, it's
Most reportedly Michigan.
Michigan is
a
not part of the United
well-needed-
States.
And Gabe just commented. He goes, "What's I want?"
Dave thinks we're crazy. It's okay. Squirrels, are they everywhere in the United States, Dave? We need to know.
I don't know, but Gabe Scott says that he wants to pal around with you at the show. So
Okay.
Consolation
So yeah,
prize.
Finn and Cedric wait. We'll figure it out who wins.
Vinny's got a date for after the show.
it
for
might
his
be.
hotel
It might
room.
be a virtual
Ooh.
tie. You might have to go into sudden death
Dan's
overtime.
still sleeping
Sudden
alone.
death.
It's a common theme here.
Yeah.
You know, not that many people have asked, are there squirrels everywhere in the U.S., so Google's not helping me right now.
Wow.
Hey, Gabe
It's a
just commented and said Michigan has black
Why don't you
squirrels.
just
They have
Google
black squirrels. So
So
squirrels
does Canada.
Fuck
Yeah.
that. I'm
Um,
out.
Native
I'm
to
out.
Habitats.
Michigan. Native to Michigan.
Or,
Squirrels native to
I mean,
Michigan.
I've seen them in Wisconsin. I don't know why they wouldn't be in Michigan.
Of all the places, not like Arizona.
They got those little
I don't think they have squirrels in Arizona.
chipmunks.
No.
I don't recall ever seeing. They have a lot of like lizards.
If
like
I just
geckos.
called that, you are
Yeah.
all blowing me on the way home. If I just called that, there's no squirrels in Arizona. Just so you know.
It's a desert. Where are they gonna get nuts?
There's
just
no such
bald.
thing as a desert squirrel.
They're bald.
a desert
Yes,
squirrel.
there are
That's
squirrels in
blasphemy.
Michigan.
There are-
Okay.
We're
Damn
good.
it.
God,
Needs to be a new song. There are squirrels in Michigan.
Squirrels in Michigan.
there are squirrels in Michigan.
Not
I'll get
black.
on that right away.
Just watch a lot
What a
of
horrible
national-
song subject. Did you guys know there's squirrels in Michigan?
I mean, you could just watch National Geographic.
Hell yeah.
God.
Just get inspired.
I'm so tired of the shit that they have on like History Channel and National and all that shit. That's not history, man. Pawn Stars, not history. Ice
Pawn
Road
Stars,
Records-
you learn history during the show. How
That's
do you
not. No, that's
Wait
not
a
real
minute.
history.
Pawn Stars-
Are
I
you
want-
kidding?
The
I
history
want
of
an
getting
in-depth
fucking ripped off.
explanation
You
as
do
to
get
why
some
Hitler
in-depth
killed a
infor-
bunch of people. That's
Okay,
what I want.
well,
Well, that's on there for like
Yeah.
30 different documentaries,
I
too.
know exactly. That's fucking
but
history.
Pawn Stars, you get to watch fun things come
You
into
get
a
to see
store.
people screwed out of money.
Things that you'll
Supposed
never
to be
see.
fun.
Right.
And
You
you
get
get
to
to
watch
sit
this
there and be
old
like,
man
wow.
tell off the people that work there.
I get to watch 4 morbidly obese people argue about prices. It's not. That's not history.
Well, take it
They
as
make
you will.
mad money though.
Yeah.
So
They do.
bad.
They really
So
do.
bad. They're like, oh, it's worth 50 grand. I'll give you 5. and fuck off.
5.
I was thinking,
and that's my final offer.
I was
4.
thinking
Okay,
get
4.
10 grand off of this. Nope, not gonna happen. Might have been if it went up in auction, but here, no, you get 2 grand.
I'll be lucky to get 4. It's like
The
you're full
guy's
of shit.
smile on his face when he finds out how much it's worth. He's like, oh, that's great. And they're like, no, we're not going to
No.
do that. And he's
Nope,
like,
not happening.
what?
The best part is like when they say they want something to sell for like $200, and it's like, nope, I could do $25.
It's like,
Really?
$5? What the fuck is
No,
that?
it's
see
great
the
when
guy
somebody
in the
comes in there like, I'm
commercials.
hoping to get at least $4,000, $5,000. I
Walks
won't
out
even
with, like,
buy this from
$500.
you.
He's
It's
like,
nothing.
fuck.
Yeah, right.
This is totally fake. I don't know who told you this was real.
Yeah,
Or
right?
the people that are like,
He's like, no, my
well,
grandpa knows it's real. It's from this place.
Or the people that are like, well, I'm hoping to get like $3,000. I haven't really looked it up or anything. That's just the number I'm throwing out there. Like, how did you ballpark $3,000
He
for?
obviously wanted $3,000.
Yeah.
Some people walk
Oh,
away
what a
though.
great show.
Crack is a
But
hell of a
But
drug.
anyway, let's talk
Hell of a
about
drug.
District 22.
Yeah.
Really
That's us.
fast. I wanted to ask again. I meant to do it at the beginning of the show, but for people that didn't listen last time, because we were called a different show, how did you get your name?
That is a good question. We pulled it out of a hat, actually.
Did we really?
No, we didn't really pull it out.
I was like, I was not there for that one.
Yeah, it was at the space.
It's okay. The meaning of it is pretty much we all live.
I
in
thought
the,
Vinny's answering this, and he's the
Because no
newest
one else is
guy.
gonna fucking
Yeah,
stand
He's
up.
the newest guy.
I
Oh,
was
Yeah,
Dan's
no, no,
the
I've been
newest guy.
around.
Okay. I don't know. They treat you like you're
I,
still new. I'm sorry.
Because they're assholes. But yeah, no, it's the police district, the Chicago Police District. The 22nd is where majority of us live.
Everybody at the time besides Andrew lived there. So
He lives in Eaton, but he's like
a block and a half off.
15 feet off. It's not even a fucking block. But yeah, it's the police district, so it kind of fuck you to them type of thing, you know? I don't know. But yeah, no, that's what it means. How we came up with it, I really don't know.
we were just sitting.
It
at
took
the
a while to
space,
come up with
yeah.
a name.
Well, because we had the old name, and then we decided to change
What
it.
was the old name?
Anomaly.
Anomaly. That's right.
And then we decided to change it after like one show. And then we were just sitting at the space, and we had, for some reason, there was like a dry erase board in the room we rented out. So we were just like throwing names out, writing them up on the board, and then we were sitting there. I was like, you know, this one, and then we threw out. I was like District 22, and then I was like, oh, this is gonna get shot down. And they're like, I think you're onto something there. And then it was like an hour later, we're just like, yeah, all right, for sure. And then it kind of stuck because before, when we had Anomaly, like there was like 50 Facebook pages of bands with the same name. So we were trying to find something that, you know, wasn't so common. And we searched that, and there was one other band, and it was two guys that play acoustic guitar from the same neighborhood, and they had like 6 friends on Facebook. So we're like, well, fuck this. We're going to take this name. So that's pretty much how it came about. And then we discussed changing it, I don't know, like right around when Dan came in, and we're like, at this point, it would be way too hard because we already had to like tell people like, well, no, now this is the same band. We just changed names. So
And plus, we played a lot more shows under District 22. We, you know,
You were
got to-
established
yeah,
under
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
exactly. And we played a good distance too. So there's different people in different areas that know District 22 and not anybody else. So it'd be backtracking at that point.
Well, that's a good
Yeah, so-
explanation.
That's
Thanks.
where we got our name. Good job, Vinny.
Yeah, that was a very good explanation for. I don't know why you guys don't let him talk more. He's pretty good at it.
oh, we know, believe me.
He's too good.
They don't give me enough credit.
All right, Dave.
Is that about that time?
I think so.
Okay.
It's time for the local roundup.
Do you just tell me to shut up already?
No,
I
I
haven't
said
even.
sugar.
Okay.
Sugar.
I
'Cause
said
I've-
sugar.
I'm gonna say I
You
haven't
millennial
butchered
sign.
any names yet,
Yeah.
but it will happen. I butcher names like, oh, it's terrible. I don't mean to, but I'm terrible with the English language.
Do I sound like I'm on old-time
Radio.
Thursday, September 6th, which is 2 days from now, our friends from Sorrow Seed, they're a band from Massachusetts that we met, are releasing their new music video online called Ocean Scorn. You can check it out on their Facebook and their YouTube and their website. It'll be up on Thursday. Band is needed to play J.J. Kelly's in Lansing for a 21 and up metal show on September 25th. I don't think you can play, Vinny.
Yeah.
It's a 45-minute set, so if you're interested, you can hit up Yvonne Knives on Facebook. So that's YVONNENIEVES.
I think that's Nevis.
Nevis. Well, there you go.
Yvonne.
Like Nevis or
So-
something. I think it's a...
You can hit up Yvonne on Facebook if you can play September 15th at GG Kelly's. Voodoo Queen Management is looking for local St. Louis bands to play for a Halloween show featuring Bare Knuckle Conflict. She's looking for some solid metal bands to showcase for the night. It's October 20th, and they need people that can sell some tickets, have a fan base, and they're looking to have a large name band on the show. It's still kind of a secret as to who it is yet, so contact her if you're interested. Band members in well, bands in need of band members. There's a lot of them. So Armored Assault looking for a new lead guitarist. After the Spires looking for a new drummer. Strongman's looking for a drummer. The City of White is looking for a drummer. There's a lot of drummers needed. Unsanctioned is looking for a drummer. Whirlwind of Terror, formerly known as Shithammer. I know, I laugh all the time. They need a drummer.
It's a bold-ass name.
Yeah,
don't know.
right. They got balls.
A Tune for 1103, which is Luco and my band, still looking for a guitarist and a drummer, and then In Hazard looking for a vocalist and guitarist. So those are those announcements, and here are the shows in the next week. There is 3 pages worth, so deep breath, and here we go. So Wednesday, September 5th at Another Hole in the Wall. It's 5 p.m., all ages, $12. 8-Pound Gorilla, Faces of the Bog, Dawn Begins, A Life More Acceptable, Deadlight Redemption, and they're opening for Vilify, Downstate, and I Empire. Wednesday at Mojo's, 21 and up, 8 p.m., $10. It's Paragon and Bubba Flex. September 6th at Two Fools Inc., which is in LaSalle. It's free, and it's 21 and up. Chaos Ordinance in Alcatraz 1962, who are actually signed, and From Atlantis. And then Friday, September 7th through Sunday, September 9th, around noon on the 9th, at Apotheca Studios in Batavia. It's $30 pre-sale, $40 the day of, but that gets you a camping spot, food for the weekend, a good time, including a bouncing castle, unlimited beer, and more, because they're going to have like 85 kegs. This is a show that Luco and I are going to be going to, and there's 21 bands playing. So on Friday night, it's Blue Line, Deadlock, For Sure, Mind Shatter, Dark Passenger, Our Father's Burden, Deadlight Redemption, Iridun Grin, FFTH Group, DJ Adu, and 8-Track. And then Saturday, Flux, Unwritten Law, Severed Beginning, Triggerfish, Jagged, Dead Man's Hand, Depriving the Masses, Armored Assault, Ground Effect, The Darksiders, Genotype, Locked and Loaded, Munger, Orion 9. Yeah, see, this is where I get confused. The Rick and Gibby Show with Edge, Unicide, and DJ Filth. They are all going to be performing here. We're going to be there all weekend camping, so it's going to be a good time. And that's in Batavia. On Saturday, Friday still, my bad. Friday at Penny Road Pub, all ages 5 p.m., $10 if you buy off locals. You can buy off of Meta Plaza, The Obsculus, Hopeless, A Tyrant is Born, and they're opening for A Hero of Fake, Life is a Ghost in Morrow. Friday at Junior Sports Bar, 21 and up, 8 p.m., $7. Morgan Le Fay, Yeti, Veils of Darkness, and they're releasing their EP. A surprise band with former members of, I don't know how to pronounce any of these names. Here you go, Andrew. Those 4 bands. You try that.
He's got it.
It looks like Atheus,
Okay, there we go.
Sitna, White Horse Inertia, Phalanx, and Kill Media.
There we go.
Burlesque performances by Ammunition.
There we go. Thank you, because
Nice.
that was like...
Thanks, Andrew.
That was confusing.
Thanks.
I was going to butcher 4 names in one. That was bad. Okay. So Friday at Ultra Lounge, it's between $5 to $7, 21 and up, 8 p.m. Of Wolves. That's going to be Rob's last show as a drummer, is what he has said. Arbogast, Golden Torso, and Wizard Castle. Friday at Ye Old Town Inn, 9 p.m., 21 and up, $6. Miles from Exile, Omega's Lament, and Mosley Todd. Saturday, September 8th at Club Fever in South Bend, Indiana, all ages, $10 in advance, $12 at the door, 3 p.m. Buy tickets off local support, and those are For the Follower, Farewell December, Home of the Brave, With Fingers Crossed, Renegade, Before Our Departure, Through Scarlet Eyes and Tall Tales, and they're opening for Our Last Night, Casino Madrid, For All I Am, and Ada Stira. And at the House of Blues on Saturday, it's 17 and up, $10 advance, 15 at the door, 7 p.m. This is kind of cool. It's actually one of the first local shows that I've seen that's at the House of Blues. It's going to be Psychopathic Days, Phantom Blue, Eyes on Backwards, V for Villains, and Punch Cabbie.
We played with Punch Cabbie too. They're
And it's like
incredible.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we
That's
played with
awesome.
Dark Passenger, too. That was
Yeah.
on the
And
other
Mind
show.
Shatter.
There's been a couple on there.
See,
They're
everyone.
all great, though. They're all great. So
We're
check 'em
forming
out.
connections, people.
There you
Yes.
go. Saturday at Bar 3, which is in Rockford, 21 and up, 8 p.m., $5. Devils and Angels, Catalyst, Sinister Fate, and Stone Cold Outlaw.
Sinister
Played with
Fate.
Sinner
Yeah.
Fate, too.
Saturday at Gigi Kelly's, 21 and up, 7 p.m., $10. Eden's Fall, Trials, Divinity Compromised, Zero Tolerance, which is a death tribute band, and Born of the Wicked, an Iced Earth tribute band. Sunday, September 9th at GD Muggs, 7 p.m., all ages, $8. It's a punk show. It's going to be Pervert Preachers, Not All There, Criminal Kids, The Eruptors, and Modern Day Rippers. Sunday at Livewire Lounge, 21 and up, 8 p.m., $6. Ephraim Colony, Illusion's Fate, Redeemer. We're the
Illusion's Fate, yeah.
That's-
We know
we're the
all y'all.
Embers Fall and Massive Ego. 2 more. Hang in there.
See, we're good people.
Yeah.
Joel's
Monday,
fun.
September 10th at Ultra Lounge, 21 and up, $6, 8 p.m. Norman Toronto and his band, Rumors of War, Trigger Effect, and Internal Empires. And the last show is on Monday, September 10th, Penny Road Pub, 5 p.m., all ages. Hit up local bands for ticket prices. Those are For We Are Only Human, For Eyes to See and With No Regrets. And they are opening for Everyone Dies in Utah, Harp and Leary, and A Bullet for a Pretty Boy. Is that
Everyone
enough?
does die in Utah.
Yeah.
At
That's
least
where
on
you
the
go to
inside.
die.
Wait a sec. Is Mitt Romney from Utah?
I hope so.
Probably.
I don't know. He's a Mormon, though.
Bad enough.
Eh.
Yeah. Buzzkill.
So a couple of things. We're wrapping up the end of the show. Where can people find you on the internet? And
What's the internet?
Seriously, what? Is
No,
the
seriously,
internet?
what is the internet? No.
And then my other question was again to give the details for that show for next weekend.
Okay. You can find us on the internet on facebook.com/District22Music. You can find us on Reverb Nation with the same reverbnation.com/District22Music. Twitter, Facebook, or
YouTube.
Twitter.
Yeah, they're all the same address.
It's
Yeah.
all
Different
slash
website.
District 22 Music.
District22 Music. But I mean, Reverb is where you can go to get all of our music.
Right.
If
and
you,
pretty sure you can download it there too.
Yeah, you can. I think you can download it there. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
There's most of our activity though takes place on Facebook because it's just the easiest way to get information out there. Everybody's there, so.
So like the page.
Yeah, so like us, please. It would
Tell
be
your
incredibly
helpful.
Yes, beneficial to our cause. Now the show in Milwaukee is September 16th. It's a Sunday. It's at the Rave, the Eagles Club.
Eagles Ballroom.
Eagles Ballroom, sorry, excuse me. It's at 7 o'clock?
Show
starts at 7.
Show starts at 7.
Doors are probably like 6:30.
Doors are probably open, yeah, like 6 or 6:30. I'm not exactly sure on those details. But tickets are available online. We, unfortunately, are sold out.
How many tickets did you guys have to sell?
13 technically, 20. We sold like 30 though.
Nice.
Yeah, so they went quick.
So do
Yeah,
you get
they
do you get paid then at the
Yeah,
end
no,
of the
we
night?
made all the money that we made. We just put it towards recording, so we got to record for free. It kind of worked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like we wound up making like $20 on top of what we needed to record, so that was kind of nice.
We
It
made
doesn't-
$20. Yeah.
And didn't help that Andrew lost as well with all
Yeah,
the ticket
oh
money
my
in it.
God, I lost my wallet with like $160 in
What?
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not to mention my ID, so I can't buy liquor. It doesn't matter anyways because I have no fucking money now.
Oh man.
I kind of feel bad. I want to buy him like a 40 ounce or something.
Please.
Oh, 40 ounce to freedom.
40 is all
Drunk
around.
driving on the way home.
There you go, Dave. Now
road
you gotta
soda
take him to a
lemons.
liquor store after the show.
No, but I think if the dubstep show shows up, I gotta run that.
Don't make excuses, Dave.
It's dubstep. You can wait.
Dubstep
Yeah.
or 40.
He brings
The
his own
choice is
computer
yours.
anyway.
No, but I gotta set him up.
Take him
It's really.
after.
I don't need 40 ounces right now.
Thank you,
Okay.
though. It's appreciated.
Of Steel Reserve,
Oh.
Steel Reserve. I was thinking
Out,
King
I'm
Cobra.
out.
Oh, God.
Cobra.
Yeah,
you know,
I'm a
actually,
Cobra
it was kind of funny. I was at my buddy's house a while ago, and there was his friend was there, and she had never like had a 40 ounce, so she drank it out of a glass.
Oh.
Classy.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a little classy.
Yeah.
Did you ever play Edward 40 Hands?
We did with him. He had
Obviously.
140 in his hand because he wanted to keep the other one free to actually like do stuff because he only bought
That's the
one.
whole
yeah.
I know, but
broke ass.
yeah, pretty much.
40s are
Jeez.
like $2.
Well, he bought one for her and one for himself. He didn't want to be a
okay.
jackass.
Well, all right. Well,
Okay.
I guess,
so
I
so
suppose.
we secured it with electrical tape, and that stuff works a lot better than duct tape.
Because it's flexible. So you get,
Andrew speaks from
He knows
experience.
what-
Yeah,
I know, I
right.
do.
Are we
dude.
going back to sex talk with
Yeah.
Andrew?
Here we go.
Everything.
Electrical
Actually,
tape.
Yeah, actually, I was gonna say electrical tape works a lot better than anything else I've
Jeez,
used.
Dave, I don't want to know this from you.
Oh, but Andrew's fine.
I'm good on
I
that.
don't have to
Ears.
see Andrew on a daily basis.
Well, maybe you
every
It can
should.
change. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
can change that. We can change
I
that.
thought he had his own segment now.
And you see me on a
It's true,
weekly
I did
basis,
see
not a
that.
daily. Weekly is different than daily, Morgan.
It's the jingle.
Okay. Well, whatever.
So yeah, I mean, go. Is it therave.com?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, therave.com.
Yeah, I had to check that out because I was worried that I would tell people to go like therave.com and it would not be what I thought it would be. But no,
You're
that
like,
is
wait
the
a minute,
website.
this is escort service.
Right. No,
Yeah.
I mean, just Google it if you really
Since
have
when
to.
are you guys
but-
dubstep?
But yeah, that is the website. Is just therave.com.
yeah, and tickets are available there. I don't remember exactly how much they are.
It's like $35, but then of course they throw on the like $12
the
charges.
convenience fee.
of
What's
printing
a
up
convenience
of
fee,
printing up
really?
your
I'm
own
on
ticket.
fucking line.
Who does that
Yeah.
convenience?
Right, I'm printing up my own ticket. Like,
Yeah, yeah. So yeah.
so
there's
yeah,
that
get your
information.
asses out to the show.
Yeah, if
Please
I'm
circle
sure that
pits.
like if you can't find a ride, we have tons of people going, so I'm sure that you'll be able to jump on
Just
board
go
with
onto our
somebody.
Facebook page and post something. So
Yes.
you can ride.
Anytime you got a question, just go there.
Now, I'm sure we're going to be staying overnight. I don't know how many people are driving
Yeah.
back, but I'm sure people are going to end up driving back.
Right.
So
There's trunk space.
yeah, there's always we can.
It's only an
look at
hour
the
and a
roof.
half drive.
Man up.
Now,
Man the
for
fuck
Ed,
up.
who still hasn't booked his hotel, where are you guys staying?
I'm staying at the Ambassador Inn.
Me too.
That's what I'm gonna try
Yeah,
to
it looks
do.
like that's where we're staying.
Yeah. So
Are you going to try to stay in the Ambassador Hotel, stay in Jeffrey Dahmer's
if it's
room?
that expensive,
No,
probably
he's not,
not.
because I'm going to have it first.
It might not be. It's the thing. It might already be booked. So
Yeah,
you
but
know,
at that point, I
be
mean,
full up for the night.
if we're all together, it'll just be easier. Then we can just rage.
yeah,
Yes.
it'll be fun.
Well, there we go. So next time you guys have new music, come back next year
Absolutely.
with a whole CD.
It'll be before
Hopefully,
then.
yeah,
no,
hopefully
we're,
it's
we're trying to
before
get our
that.
shit together.
Well, I
Once we
definitely
find money.
want to keep hearing shows that you guys are doing so we can keep announcing those for you. And then
Oh, that'd be nice. Yes.
we're going to go. Do you guys want to go out listening to All That Remains, or do you want to do the bands that you guys are playing with?
Yeah,
It's
I think
up
we
to
should,
you.
we
It's
should
your
hear
call.
the bands that we're playing with. I
Yes.
think.
I don't know
Okay,
any
so-
hot water music though.
Rise Against.
Yeah.
What Rise
We
Against
could-
song would you guys like to play?
Give it all.
No.
Dave, District
What?
22 choice.
I'm just. They
Come
didn't.
on.
They didn't say anything for like a few
They're
seconds. so-
thinking.
Yeah, you should look up
Let
State-
them
Okay, okay.
think.
State
We're
of-
State of the Union by Rise
Ooh,
Against.
that's a good one.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
actually
We used to cover that.
We used
Yeah.
to cover it, and we did a pretty good job, but we can't do that at the show because they'll probably be pissed if they hear us. Like, these motherfuckers, who do they think they are?
I don't think they do that to you.
Well, it's in their set, and I'm sure they're
Who
going
was
to play
it that covered Ohio?
Rise Against.
Rise Against covered Ohio. We were
Yeah.
going to cover Ohio, but then we found out that they already covered it. So you're like,
That's
well,
funny.
that's not okay.
Thanks, Rise Against.
Thanks for stomping on us.
Shattering our dreams.
Well, thank
They're
you.
from Chicago too. Yeah.
Yeah, they're from Chicago.
Yeah.
And
They're good people.
Gaslight Anthem, if you guys haven't seen them, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
Live
we've-
too.
yeah,
Oh
we've
god,
I've
they're
been
so
hearing
good.
a lot about
They're
them
like
lately.
45s or
they're
whatever
like
is on Q87.
folk. They're from New Jersey. They're fucking awesome. Like Brian Fallon has a very distinctive voice, and their sound is really good too. So
Yes.
you guys will definitely get a kick out of it. And Hot Water Music actually released a CD recently too, so
Okay.
they've got all new music. So are your hands
My hands are sweaty
warm?
as hell.
Like he's holding them up like it's a fire. Like
I'm holding them up to the fan because they're really, really hot and sweaty.
Only his hands.
Andrew's biggest fan.
well, thank you guys for coming back. Next week we're gonna have Bleed for the Fallen on.
Played
we
with
played
them
with
too.
them too. They're all
This is ironic. Well, what's even better is the week after, it's going to be Today's Wreckage, which is a combined band of like Mind Shatter and Dark
Yeah.
Passenger.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
we played with them with
Post
Janice.
stuff about
Yeah,
that.
so apparently you played with everybody that's going to be coming on the show in the next
I
2
guess.
Make
weeks.
sure that you tell them we say hello.
Yeah.
I will.
Make
I
sure-
definitely
Hello.
will.
Make sure that we talked.
We'll see them this weekend. We'll tell them that you say hi this weekend, and we'll be
Yeah,
like, here, take a CD,
All
District
right.
22.
Sounds good.
And we'll give
More
it to them.
shows.
Tell them it was
come
on
to the
us.
show.
It's
Yeah.
on us.
All right, and with that note from your awesome phone, we
Yes.
are going to listen to Rise Against. Good night.
Thanks, guys.
Deuces.